So I have a theory about the Terriermon deck. I really believe that the structured deck kind of helped confuse everyone into thinking Terriermon and Lopmon are meant to be played together, and to some degree that's true, but I do think Terriermon and Lopmon individually have their own identity and their own decks. Lopmon leaning more into Alliance, and Terriermon leaning more into Gold Rapid and also Mega Gargomon related plays. You can play Terriermon stack based or kind of more Gold Rapid centric, so you can kind of play like a level 4 Boss Monster Turbo, or you can play, like a classic OG green deck where you just build up to your Mega in the back and then promote and do all your cool stuff. I think both styles of play are cool, but I think the Rapidmon variant of Terriermon is the best one, and that's the one you'll mainly see me play on the channel. However, I will from time to time have videos going over Lopmon Alliance and Terriermon stack builds as well. I just really love Gold Rapid stuff, and I think it's the best way to play the deck. With all of that out of the way, let's jump right into the video. What's going on, guys? It's Loza. We're looking at Terriermon cards today, ones that are coming out in the future. Today's video is BT16 exclusive Terriermon cards. And we start with Terriermon X Antibody, which has been hinted at since the beginning of time. If we go ahead and look at Guilmon X Antibody from BT9, there is our beautiful boy right there. So we've been waiting for him for quite some time, and it's absolutely sensational that he's finally coming to the game. Now, in Japan, this card has results along with Rapidmon X, which we'll get into in a little bit. So let's just go over the card and everything about it. It's a hard 3 to play, 1k DP, 0 to evolve on any green 2, but then it also has the unique text of Gummymon and Terriermon cost 0 to Digivolve on 2, which means having multiple Terriermons here is quite good. You can play a Searcher Terriermon like the EX4 one here, and then you can slap this bad boy right on top, and you'll have both the Alliance and then eventually this new Inheritable when you go up to your level 4. So the Inheritable on this card is an absolute menace and probably the best aspect of it. While this card has Gargoyle Rapid in name, it gets Piercing. This is absolutely insane for a bunch of the cards we're going to look at later. Any of the Gold Rapidmons, like this beautiful guy here, and this beautiful guy here, as well as the Mega Gargomon Ace, which is not showing up right now, but we all know how good that guy is. Now, on top of this, when this card would Digivolve into a Gargo or Rapid in its name, reduce the evolution by 1. An effect like this is always welcome. We love to see reduced costs, especially in green decks. So what's unique about this is going into the new Rapidmon, because the new Rapidmon mentions a level 3 with Terriermon in name, it will actually cost 2. It'll cost 3 through the Rapidmon effect, and then the Terriermon X Antibody will further reduce it by another 1, which is awesome. Unfortunately, though, the older Gold Rapidmon is a 3 from a Terriermon, specifically that Terriermon name, which X Antibody is not. So unfortunately, it will cost 4, but then the Terriermon X Antibody will reduce it by 1 and make it cost 3 anyway. So it still costs 3 in the long run, which is what that Rapidmon normally cost on a Terriermon. It just sadly doesn't go to 2 like the other one. So a little bit of anti-synergy with the old Rapidmon, but a bit of positive synergy with the newer one, which is interesting because this card actually gives you Piercing, and this is the Rapidmon that suspends something, or up to 3 things if you have Green Tamers. So it's interesting that, the one that gives Piercing actually probably works best with this one, but it will cost a little bit more to evolve. Now, of course, you'll have things like your Willises and whatnot to reduce those evolution costs anyway, but I just thought that was worth mentioning. Overall, I think this card is a solid 3 to 4 of in any Terriermon list. I have seen some play as little as 2. I think that's fine as well. I just think having Inheritable Piercing in your archetype is amazing, and reduced costs, I mean, everyone loves reduced costs. Important to note, this card with the OG Gargomon, if I go and look at the OG, very OG Gargomon, is a free evolution, which is kind of insane. I think a lot of people sleep on this card. It's obviously only, this card gets 1,000 for each of your opponents suspended during your turn. But I think that's kind of sensational for a 1-cost Evo. But anyway, we'll get more into that later, and let's go back to the next card of BT16, which is the Sparkle of Destiny. The Sparkle of Destiny is a yellow option, but if you have a green Digimon, you can use it, ignoring requirements. What's awkward about this is in green, you're going to be playing green Memory Boost, green Training Boost rather, and you're going to be playing Double Typhoon. Double Typhoon whiffs on this, and green Training Boost also whiffs on this, so it's a little awkward being yellow. I understand it's yellow like the Magnamon option, and like very clearly it's the golden Digi-Egg of Destiny. I get it, it's a gold thing, and Rapidmon is gold. But it could have been nice if it was green, but anyway. One of your Digimon with Gargo or Rapid in its name may digivolve into a card with Rapid in its name, ignoring Digivolution requirements and paying the cost. This means you can turn your level 4 Rapid into level 5 into level 4, any Gargo can become a Gold Rapid. It's pretty awesome how different it can be. The combination can be so weird. The other bonus effect is Digimon that digivolve with this effect can't have its DP reduced by opponent's effect until the end of your opponent's turn, which has an interesting amount of synergy with the new Rapidmon. I might have to go and search him. So the new Rapidmon from the structure deck gives you protection. This bad boy here, this is one of the best level 5s we've ever got. On play and when digivolving, de-digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. Then if you have a green tamer, at the end of your opponent's turn, your opponent's effects can't delete this Digimon nor return it to the hand or deck. That, in combination with the Sparkle of Destiny, essentially means the only way to out this or anything that goes on top of it, i.e. a Mega Gargantuan Ace, would have to be de-digivolve, because you've got the DP protection now. You go into this bad boy and you'd be absolutely chilling. Let's talk about a really menacing stack here before we get into the new guy. Rapidmon X Antibody is sensational, but there's also a nice little combo here with Terriermon X Antibody, which gives you piercing, and then if you happen to have this Rapidmon in the stack as well, it doesn't matter what level 4 you have, any of the level 4s are fine. But exclusively this Rapidmon, because it has the effect when this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle, trash top of their sec. Between that Terriermon, this Rapidmon, and then in the Mega Gargantuan Ace, you are able to attack and restand at the end of that attack. So essentially, if you go into Mega Gargantuan Ace and you don't pass turn, you are able to swing into a body that you've just suspended, get a Trash 1 from this Rapidmon Inheritable, and get a piercing check from this Terriermon. And then you're able to restand yourself and do it not necessarily again, because the Rapidmon to Trash is once per turn. The piercing, of course, is not. So you will still be able to trade into another body and actually get, another piercing check, or you can just go on a sec yourself. So I think this is just so fantastic for the deck. Just Terriermon X Antibody in general, just an awesome addition to the deck, as you can see. But we've got to talk about the new level 6 that comes in BT16, Rapidmon X Antibody. This card is just a plethora of text, so let's get through it. It's a 3 to evolve from your 5 Rapid, but it's a 4 to evolve from any Gold Rapid, which is cheaper than Mega Gargantuan Ace, of course, if you're not blasting, which is normally a 5 from any Rapid, or a 4 from a level 5. Anyway, with all the costs out of the way, Armor Purge. What a great way to start a sentence, but there's much more. When digivolving, suspend all of your opponent's Digimon, then this Digimon may attack. So we've got Blitz, Pseudo Blitz. Obviously, if the Terriermon is played this turn, you won't be able to attack, but you'll still, be able to get this suspend all your opponent's Digimon, which is awesome. So it's like a Pseudo Quartzmon here, suspending not everything, but just all the Digimon, but then you get to attack. Super awesome, because early game, you can get to your Gold Rapidmon and then get into this on your turn 2 very, very easily. And this is a level 6 that will happily trade into pretty much any level 6 in the game. So you kind of just win really early with this deck. So while Rapidmon, another effect, 2 all turns effects, right? While Rapidmon or X Antibodies in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, all your opponent's suspended Digimon get -4k. This effect is so freaking good because obviously the first Digivolving effect suspends all your opponent's Digimon, so it just plays into that. Plus, if your opponent ever attacks you or is playing blue, if you play Bloomlord, they cannot play the game. You just win the Bloomlord matchup with this card alone. I think against blue this might be interesting because they can rip the Rapidmon out of your Digivolution cards, but I feel like you'll always have a Rapidmon under there otherwise. I don't think you play the X Antibody option though. I don't think it's really needed with all the Gold Rapids there are, and the level 5 Rapid over here. As long as there's a Rapidmon under there, you'll be fine. Now, all turns effect, once again, this one's once per turn. When an opponent's Digimon is deleted in battle or by having its DP drop to 0, gain 2 memory. So, what's crazy about this is it plays into its other 2 effects. It's giving that permanent neg-4, so if that kills a single body, your 4 cost or 3 cost Evo suddenly becomes 1 or 2 cost. But more importantly, you get to do that Blitz attack, so you've probably evolved into Rapidmon X to pass turn, and then you suspend all your opponent's Digimon, neg them all by 4, and then you attack one of them. The Digimon is then deleted by battle or the DP minus, and you gain the 2 memory back, and you continue your turn from there. That is just another crazy effect that I really love. I'm just so glad this card's finally in the TCG. Now, I've seen deck lists run this card from 2 to 4 once again, and I honestly think it's all good. I think this card is that good, you probably want 3 or 4. I know some people max on this and don't max on Ace, or max on Mega Gargamon Ace and don't max on Rapid. It is hard to choose. I will say, we are at the crossroads of having 2 really good level 6s in Terriermon for the first time ever, and it's really crazy. It really is. Now, obviously, Rapidmon X is more of a Rapidmon boss monster, but they literally serve the same purpose in this deck. Our boss monsters are now both sensational, and I really love it. Another interesting thing is because Mega Gargamon Ace can go on any Rapidmon for 5, you can blast on top of your Rapidmon X anybody. It's very random, and I don't know why you do it, but you can. So, I thought it's worth mentioning because it's pretty funny and cool. With all that aside, that is the BT16 Terriermon cards. Please let me know what you think. I think these are sensational going forward. Sparkle of Destiny being the worst one. I give Terriermon X Antibody a pretty good 9 out of 10, and I like to give Rapidmon X Antibody a 9 out of 10 as well. I'm pretty sure that they are as perfect as they could be. I'm just going to give them 9 out of 10 because, you know, I guess a card could always be another tier of broken, but you know, these are probably 10 out of 10s, let's be real. Sparkle of Destiny is probably a 3 out of 10. It's very cool reference, and I love that it's a card, but I don't think we're going to play it. It might just sit in my binder and look really pretty, and that's absolutely fine too. But anyway, I've been Loza, and I'll catch you on the next Terriermon analysis video. Peace.